वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थः प्रतिप्रत्ययौ जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ. The poet Kalidasa prayed to the Lord to bestow some meaning into his compositions. As such a great poet of that stature, but he still prayed to the Lord. Humble pranams at your lotus feet, Swami. My prayers to you to put some meaning in my sharing for the day. Loving Sairam to one and all. So when I was called to share, the first thing I wanted to share was how I was stopped from entering the Sai fold. Everyone shares about how they entered the Sai fold, but till date, what comes to my mind is, wow, I was stopped. I was in class 3. I always had this thing, the gift of the Vagdevta, the goddess Saraswati, that somehow she made me chant, and I used to chant my school prayer in Kolkata. So that was from the Vedas when I was in class 3. So my class teacher approached me one day and she said, "We are starting Satyasakha Balvikas here. It's Mondays, it's only for half an hour. I want you to come." First thing is, I didn't know about Swami, I didn't know about Balvikas. But she was my favorite teacher and I could do anything to please her. But as it so happened, when I came home, my grandmother, she was the first to say, "No, he's a magic man." Oh, he's a magic man, they say. No, children from our household will not go there. And every Monday I used to peep into that classroom, children enjoying, playing games, but I am not allowed. But Swami had his own plans. He's a master planner that way. He has his plan for everything. He knew that we were to come. Life was to come a big circle. We had to come under his fold. But it took some time, but it did happen. It happened the hard way, but it did. So from there we started. No Sai. But again, it was in the year 1990. My father had a simple, very simple surgery, hernia surgery. It's just a dime a dozen happening every day. So it's a very simple thing. Hernia surgery is nothing. But as it happens in a 1 in a million cases, the anesthesia affected the spinal cord. And my father was still in service, was paralyzed in bed. And we didn't do anything. My brother was still in school that time. And, as any middle class family goes, there's so many things. It is only on the head and shoulders of the earning member. So he was a sole breadwinner. And of course, we did everything, sending reports from here to the US in those days, and not a single doctor was spared in the country. Every senior doctor consulted. And one doctor's mouth, what came out was, "Only a miracle can save him." So that we latched on to that word miracle. So my parents were in Chennai, and my brother said, when the doctors have said only a miracle can save, so now it is up to the miracle man. So since we all knew that only Swami is capable of miracles, so my brother went to Sundaram, attended the bhajan, took vibhuti from there, came back home, and meticulously every morning and evening sat, prayed with the vibhuti in a glass of water, prayed for 1 hour with that glass in his hand, and made my father drink that water. It was just that belief that some miracle, this Swami will cure. It was just that little belief he had that something, the cure has to happen and only Swami is capable now. And believe it or not, Sundaram Bhajan, he brought the Vibhuti from Sundaram Bhajan on Thursday. Next Wednesday, my father walked from the bed to the washroom by himself without any help. This was after months of being bedridden. So I think it was just, it is very well understood how immediately the whole family, all the branches of the family were into the Sai fold immediately. It was not just one or two people. It was, I think, hundreds of, because everybody saw this happening in front of their eyes. That my father was paralyzed and he was walking with the seventh day he walked. So that was, thank you, Swami. Cannot express, no words to express my thanks. And that was year 1990 and today is 2021. 31 years later, my father is about 88 years old and God's grace, hale and hearty. How did my coming to Delhi? We came into the Sai fold. We were in Chennai. And it so happened that in 2010, Swami launched Vidya Vahini. There was this unofficial launch. We were working very hard for that in those days. When we were in Chennai making lessons plans, that so much of work when the launch hadn't happened yet. Background was too much of the whole thing was conceptualized and the work involved. And 2nd October 2010, I attended the inaugural launch where Swami spoke to all of us, discussed with us what it was going to do, what Vidya Vahini was, and all that. And I came back from Patti that in 2010, and I don't remember anyone of that senior stature from Delhi attending that. So I had not shared my details with anyone. Delhi was not in my next geographical visit also, let alone come and settle down here. But I reached Chennai, and the very next Thursday, I think that was the launch was on a Saturday, Sunday. I reached Chennai on the Monday. Thursday morning, I received a mail, the Sai message, Sai love message, which was shared every Thursday earlier. I was very surprised. Why will there be a mail from Delhi in my mailbox? I had no clue. I didn't know how Delhi organization had gotten my mail ID. But even here, the master planner, he has his own ways. He knew that it was bound to happen, that my reaching Delhi was also, he showed it to me like this is where you're going to be. And he started, the first message was from the Sai Love message, which was shared on every Thursday. And that continued every Thursday till anyway, I got to know the meaning of it. I understood the essence only after reaching Delhi. Oh, this was bound to happen. That's why the master planner, was already paving the way across for me to come here. Post this, of course, Sewa was always, somehow there was a special affinity, I should say, for Sewa. All of us have that. It's not just me. I think that somehow when we are doing Seva, the connect with Swami is ultimate. So we all love that. Any Seva, none of us feel like giving it a miss. And for me, it was not just a passion. It was like I was also sort of possessed by that. Any Seva activity, I should participate. But it so happened in the year 2016, 24th of April, Samadhi Day, night, my brother merged with Swami, my younger brother. After that, I realized, and for him, Seva was everything. He had even participated in the Narayan Seva on 24th. That is a night before he passed away. So Seva was everything for me, for him. For till then, I was on the super. I used to attend Seva, participate in Sevas. It was sort of an obsession for me. Yes, but I realized if I need to connect with my brother, I need to do what was closest to his heart. So after that, for me, I knew the only way I could connect with my brother was through Seva, nothing else. So then it became like Seva, come what may, wherever it is, distance, no, doesn't matter, I will reach. Be it a Narayan Seva, be it a medical. Narayan Seva and medical camps sort of still very close to my heart, but be it any Seva activity, distance doesn't matter. I will reach, I will participate in that Seva. Oh, by God's grace, it's continuing till now, and I hope it continues forever and ever. Other than being a Sai Sevak, why is it that a Sai Seva holds so much importance? I read this book, Sai, My Satyasakha. I forget the name of the author now, but that was, he could so beautifully write. Like, we think of Swami as God, we think of Swami as Sai, Mata, Pita, but Swami is your Sakha. Swami is your friend. So beautifully written. That book sort of changed my way of how I looked at Swami. So now Swami, from Mata Pita and from being my brother, he is my friend. A friend who understands me to the core. Like any problem, any sort of I should say, when I feel less motivated, when I feel discouraged, there is a message that only a friend can take care of. There is always a message. Post, of course, thanks to WhatsApp now, so there are so many messages, but messages at the right time, like sort of providing a solution for what you were thinking of, what you were feeling troubled about. That only Swami can, as a friend. As I said, this happened even today. I was disturbed for some reason. And then one loving Sai brother sent in one of his daily motivational messages, it was a video, and the caption read, if your presence doesn't make a difference, your absence will make a difference for sure. Like, this was exactly what I was thinking about till about 2-3 minutes before this message came through. And like, it was like as if Swami just wanted someone to send this message, and he selected that Sai brother to send me this message today. Like, your absence will make a difference. So this only a Sakha can do. Nobody else. So Sai, my Satyasakha. How much Swami does for all of us, how much Swami looks after us. Sort of, we are all capsuled in his love. I don't know where I came from. I don't know what I have been doing all along, but I definitely know where my destination should be. And this, I understood actually the meaning of what I have been wanting all along when I read the title coined for your program, Sai Ke Sang. That is exactly my destination, what I want to be, where I want to be, where all of us want to be. Sai Ke Sang. Swami, keep me with you all along. Keep me with you forever. Nothing else matters. Nothing else actually does. It is Sai Ke Sang. And the love for Swami, it should keep all of us bound together in this Sai Ke Sang. All of us should see Sai in each other, Sai in one another. This is what I learned from my Seva days from the year 2016. However, I have been involved in, wherever I have been involved in, this is the lesson I learned, that I have to be with my Sai, and for that, my Seva is what will keep me with my Sai, in connect with my Sai. Before I finish, I would like to say, तुम हो मेरे माँ बाप भैया, आत्मनिवासी कृष्ण कन्हैया. That Atmanivasi who is present in all of us, may please continue to look after us in all our troubled times and keep us happy and in love forever and ever. Om Sai Ram.